My name is Andy Leak. I'm the VDC Director at Parrot Corporation. Do a variety of things around technology and coordinating projects. There's an immense amount of value in understanding what's going on a project from week to week. But as we go even into the pursuit mode of a project and we want to understand contextually what's going on or otherwise, a drone can fly and survey rather quickly, and that information can be consumed really fast. Parrot chose 3DR because there's a natural integration between Autodesk products and SiteScan. We're able to use the data natively from Recap inside of products like Revit and AutoCAD, and for us that saves time and it gets us the data in the formats that we need. We really try to be on the forefront of what the latest technology is that's out there. And there's all kinds of hardware and software, but being able to integrate it into our BIM workflow is what allows us to really benefit from it. First thing we do when we show up on a site is first we make sure we have a great place to land the drone. Take the drone out of the case, get the iPad out. We're going to plan out our mission first thing, whether we're going to do a refly on a project we've done before, or we're going to plan out a new mission. If it's a new mission, we're going to simply pencil out on the map where we're going to fly. Once we plan the mission on the iPad, we simply swipe. It's going to run through its pre-test. So long as everything's good, it takes off and it goes about its scan. When it returns, it's going to come in, shuts off on its own. We just have to pick it up, put it back in the case. Once we get back to the office, we continue on with the processing, and we're going to do our ground control points and geo-reference the images so we can get some really good accuracy out of it. And from there, it's just a matter of what format of data do we want. Do we want point clouds or meshes or contours? And now we can start to share that data, whether it's with the design team or it's with an owner and he just wants to see what kind of progress has happened on a job. Inside the SiteScan Manager, we can do a variety of things, everything from basic viewing of the photos to volumetric calculations. We can also share access to this data with the project stakeholders and the project team. You may have project engineers in the field that are using this data to calculate volumetrics, but then the project stakeholders just want to be able to view it. Another feature is the compare tool. So not only can we go back in time for our understanding of what got installed, but for a project owner, they can look and see what kind of activity has happened in terms of progress from week to week or month to month, or all the way from the very beginning of the project to the very end. It's actually kind of neat. It's almost like watching a time lapse. You can literally go from every single scan and see what has happened throughout the duration of the project. Now that we have this data, we actually want to relay that information out to the field also, so they can understand what's going on a weekly basis with their project and be able to inform things that may need to be tweaked as far as logistics on site. For instance, on the hospital project that we have going on right now, we're out scanning and understanding logistics. We're doing some cut fill calculations to understand how much earth's been moved around on a weekly basis. We're just now getting into understanding steel erection. As we go vertical on the project, we want to see weekly progression of steel and then also concrete pours on the floor. It gives us more insight into the project. It's much easier to scan from overhead than it is on the ground on an active job site. So being able to get in there on a weekly basis and not really interfere with the ongoings on site allows us to get that information. We've worked with 3DR Success Services throughout our use of SiteScan. They've been a great resource for us when we get into those challenging situations where we just don't know the best way to get the data out. And they're very open to working with us and helping to enhance their tool sets. And we find a lot of value in that they're listening to their customer and helping us perform better. Another nice thing around the SiteScan platform with 3DR is that they use different types of drones. The processing engine itself is still the same, so we're still getting the same features and capabilities, but for us the form factor sometimes makes a difference. As we started adopting drones into our workflow, we realized very quickly that it integrated into a bigger process. Parrot's a BIM 360 enterprise customer, and so we use that software and that cloud-based approach to share data with the entire project team. We can get the data from SiteScan, share it with the team, and 360 becomes a central place where everybody's accessing that data. The ability to mesh that information together and have it located in the real world has a real impact on how we can use it to coordinate a project. 5 years from now, I think that we're going to use drones on most all of our projects.